Traffic authorities in Limpopo have advised motorists driving back from Easter holidays to start leaving at around 1 o'clock this afternoon. The call comes as traffic is expected to peak at 3 o'clock. The Limpopo Transport MEC says thousands of vehicles, including buses from the two Zion Christian church groups in Moria, are expected to start leaving at around 3 o'clock. The province has so far recorded the highest number of people killed since the start of the Easter weekend. Well, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning of severe weather conditions that may hamper visibility on the country's roads. The warning comes as the end of the Easter long weekend approaches. Let's bring in the SABC's weatherman, Siphesihle Kunene, to tell us more about this weather conditions that we can expect. Thank you very much indeed for your time. This warning, tell us a bit more about it.
Yes, this is very important because we normally give warnings, and at some point it falls on deaf ears because we keep on saying the same thing. It's going to rain, heavy rain, but now we've already seen rainfall over the eastern parts for the past 2 to 3 days, and unfortunately it's expected to continue across most of the interior. So that would be Free State, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, especially those provinces, the central interior. They're expecting to see even further rains from today, tomorrow, and even on Tuesday. There's still a very good chance of rainfall Tuesday, even Wednesday. So continuous rainfall for 5 days may lead to flooding, and already we're seeing areas that are susceptible to flooding and that are actually, right now as we speak, may see flooding quite earlier.
So this blue band, my ignorance, is a cold front, isn't it?
Of course.
So you're going to get much lower temperatures in this
Number one
areas.
plane. That's the first one, cold front, cold temperatures. But what's of a danger in this one is the blue polygons, or the areas that are highlighted in blue, and the darker the blue means the heavier the rain.
Look at you using all these big words. So these are so KwaZulu-Natal, Johannesburg. How's Johannesburg looking?
Johannesburg, rain and cold, but it's not a warning of heavy rain. It's not a warning that we might see some flooding. Just rain and cold. But these areas, you see the ones that are highlighted in yellow. I'm not sure if that's a yellow or that's sort of an orangish. Those areas, that's the one that we need to focus on. Those are the ones that we need to say that, listen, if you are driving into or out of those areas, given the state of course, the roads and the fact that it has been raining for some time, do leave early. Make sure that you are aware of the rain as you are driving. Another thing that happens is that there are a lot of small roads in between that area. So the small roads are susceptible to things like potholes. When it rains, you get water standing there, and you can't see it as a driver. So that poses an even bigger threat to motorists.
What about hail?
Hail, it's a different thing. You see, now we have another area here over the central interior, so that would be Kimberley, Northwest Province, Free State, and the Free State, Northern Cape, and Northwest. Those areas, that's where we're seeing severe thunderstorms, but those ones may produce hail. Unlike the ones along the coastal areas of Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, those ones will produce heavy rains, and the rainfall amounts, we've seen that it's above 50 millimeters. It's enough to warrant a warning for heavy rain. But over the interior, there's not a lot of rain per se, not a lot of moisture, but there is violent thunderstorms, there is severe thunderstorms which may bring hail and strong winds.
Do's and don'ts for motorists as well as those at home? Yes,
of course. Well, luckily it's best to stay at home under these conditions. So those who are at home, and they are on the lucky part. But the ones that are driving, I would say that this is where you need to take a look at your car. You know, when you talk about reverse lights, people give you a hullabaloo about that. But right now, you need to take a look at your car. Look at the brakes. Are they okay? Can you see and be seen? Because the main reason why we have lights is so that you can see and be seen. From behind, from the side, everywhere you need to be seen. Because as it rains, you get fog, you get misty conditions. It's just gloomy. So it's that another cause of accident is not that the car or the driver was in the wrong, but you find that it's because it's the nature of it's how things are at the point. So you need to take a look at your car and make sure that everything is safe, is okay for you to go as you're about to leave.
And I know that, and you were talking to producers earlier on with regards to some people taking advantage of these conditions and using it for nefarious means.
Yes, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. I'm sure maybe you've heard about this. I wouldn't say any names, but you find the guys that wait for you to have an accident under these situations when there's no one on the roads. It's empty, especially here in Gauteng. It's empty and it's raining, and of course you find lots of spaces to hide. So they will hide, But before they hide, they go and pour oil on the roads to make sure that there are accidents, and then that they can get some cash from it.
Yeah.
So please be on the lookout. If you are driving, be on the lookout, especially the dark roads where you can see that there are no other cars.
Yeah.
Then that could have given them time, the opportunity to go and pour oil and put something to make sure that there is an accident, because they can see that we are warning that, so we're warning them that they must drive carefully in the rain.
Yeah.
And another thing that happens even after the rain, you know that we're getting rain like this right now. From Monday, it has been raining since last week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then from Wednesday, when it stops raining for some parts of Southern Africa, and then the water levels goes down and everything, you're going to get, especially if you're driving on the side roads, rock falls. It falls because now the sediment is loose. It has been loosened. It's all falling down into the road. Now the rain has moved away. We no longer have rain, but we still have weather hazards that you need to be on the lookout for. And just like I said, strong winds that could be blowing things into obstructions into the road. That's another hazard that people need to take care of, but need to be aware of.
So you said the system will last till Wednesday?
It will. The rain will last until Wednesday. But it will still continue with especially the cold temperatures. They'll stay throughout the week. And now, because we're moving slowly into winter, it will take time for us to get into your normal warm temperatures. So the first part, the next weekend after this one, the next one will also still be cool because of still the same cold front, even though it will be long gone. But because of the change in air mass, then it will definitely still be cold.
Appreciate your expertise, sir. Thank you very much indeed for coming in and shedding some light. That was SABC meteorologist Siphesihle Kunene there. Well,